If you are trying to enter the job market right now, so it's springtime right now, there's going to be graduations coming up in the next month or two. If you are trying to enter the job market right now, I'm sad to tell you that you are going to be facing a very severe uphill battle right now. So many firms right now are contracting. They are locking down their hiring. They are shutting down growing their company at all. Just today, we've heard news that Microsoft is pausing their construction of new data center projects in Ohio. Stellantis, the auto manufacturer, is starting to actively lay off people. Audi is pausing shipments of automobiles that are bound for the United States. There are 37,000 vehicles on European docks at the ports ready to ship that are being frozen right now because Audi doesn't know what's going on with the tariffs. Amazon is canceling vendor orders across Asia. $500,000 in goods from China have been paused. China is reducing imports of American films. Last year, that generated $585 million. Walmart has announced that consumers should be aware that there's going to be price volatility. What does that mean? Prices are going up. Companies right now are being whipsawed back and forth. They do not know from day to day what is going on with the economic environment. And as a result, they are freezing things. They're frozen in their decision-making ability. And part of that is going to be reflected in their hiring practices. If you are looking to get a job this spring, summer, maybe even into next fall, you're going to find a very, very difficult job market to crack into. That's because the spending on labor is going to be stopped at current levels and maybe even rolled back a little bit as companies try to find ways to negotiate this very turbulent, very volatile economic market that we find ourselves sailing into with this whipsawing of policy on tariffs. No one really knows what's going on, and as a result, they are stopping what they're doing and they are trying to get a sense of what the future holds. Part of that is going to be not spending any more than they have to on labor. So, what does that mean for you? Well, if you are trying to break into a labor market right now that frankly doesn't want you or need you, you can't just be sitting there idly saying, well, I'll just wait until the labor market turns around and looks good again. We don't know when that's going to be. We don't know if that's going to be 6 months, a year, 5 years. Nobody knows right now. So, instead of just sitting idly by, or just instead of sending out thousands of auto-generated resumes and cover letters to Monster and Indeed and all the other clearinghouses out there looking for people to try and get jobs online, there are certain things you should be doing. You should be leaning into your network. If you have a network at school, if you have a network socially, if you have a network professionally, you need to be talking to people. And we've said this over and over and over again. Talk to people in the industry that you are trying to work in or get into. Find out what's going on, what their thoughts are, what their plans are. Maybe they don't have any plans or thoughts right now. Maybe they are frozen, but that is good to know. Maybe they do have a plan. If they do have a plan, getting the intelligence on what's going on in that marketplace is going to help you make decisions. Now, look at that network that you have. There might be instances where there is incremental hiring going on. If you're one of the first people to know about that, you can be one of the first people to apply for those jobs and get your foot in the door. Absent that, what should you be doing if you can't find a way into the market? Well, there's a couple things. One thing is to continue your education. If you can go on and get another degree, an advanced degree, some certifications, some things to put on your resume that you're not just sitting idly by hoping for the world to come and offer you a job, go out there and get some more letters to tack onto the end of your last name so that people can see that you have increased your knowledge base, you've increased your skill set, you haven't just been sitting idly by, you've made yourself more valuable to the market. So when that hiring window does open up, when they are bringing people on again, you're going to be able to jump right in and get up to speed quickly. So education, certifications, absolutely go get more of that. Other things you can be doing is volunteering. You might not be getting paid right now, but you can be doing something to broaden, again, the skill set that you bring to the table, the things that you are able to offer to a potential employer. Being a volunteer, getting out there, working in the community. Again, volunteering broadens your network, right? So you're constantly rubbing against people and other things in your industry that you are trying to hope down the road it's going to help out when you need to get back into that job market. So volunteering, education, anything you can do to make you more desirable to a potential employer when that hiring window does open up, when we see a little bit of calm sea, when corporations have the ability to make forecasts and they know where they're going to invest, you need to be in the best possible place so you can jump right in when those windows do open up again. I know it's tough right now. I know it's uncertain. It's tough and uncertain for everyone. Everyone is seeing their professional prospects shrinking right now. CEOs are seeing their pay packages shrink. Everyone down to the minimum wage worker is seeing their opportunities shrink. You need to be able, if you can't get in there and hunker down and get a minimum amount of pay or just a neutral amount of career advancement, if you can't even get to that point, think about how you can expand your worth, how you can make yourself more attractive and more desirable so that when the hiring does open up again, you are well positioned to leverage into that space and get back to where you wanted to be. That's it for now. Do good things. We'll talk next time.